Welcome back to the channel. Is Bitcoin ready for a pullback, a big correction? In this video, I'm going to show you why I believe we could be seeing a shallow correction coming in the next few days with Bitcoin, with altcoins. I'm going to explain to you where it could be going down to, what am I going to do, and so much more. So give me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We post one video every single day. And this video, guys, is brought to you by our partner, Blofin, best non-KYC exchange. We're running right now a promotion up to $3,000 cash back in futures bonus to play the way you want. And also, if you trade more than 100 million in volume, you're going to get an extra $9,400. Huge deal. Grab it while you can. Last until tomorrow. Hurry up because it won't be available tomorrow. Now let's go back into Bitcoin. So right now we are into this channel. We are basically stalling right now, and there is something which is going to be super important today, and it's going to determine whether we're going to see a huge pump to a new all-time high, or are we going to see another dump? Basically, today, lots of news, lots of information. Initial jobless claims, US retail sales, PPI, Jerome Powell talking like, wow. It's going to be so important today because they're going to give us a clear indication whether the Fed is going to be ready to cut interest rates in June, or are they bluffing and they're not going to cut rates. Because, of course, guys, if we're going to see the initial jobless claims with, for example, coming low, PPI coming high, retail sales coming high, then we're going to be in trouble. Why? Because the Fed is not going to cut interest rates and Bitcoin could be going down. Now, from like a technical point of view, I want to show you what's happening right now. So Bitcoin went down to like 101,000, had a drop from here, and then had a rebound or like a retest up to this area, and then a clear rejection again. And what is actually quite funny is that although so many people were talking about going to 200,000, 300,000, the moon, blah, 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 in our VIP group, guys, 13th of May 2025, I could be expecting something like this. Already designed everything here. I don't even know what to tell you anymore apart from that. Our group, guys, we are a group of professional traders. So not only myself, there are so many other amazing pro members in the group where we do Bitcoin analysis every single day, spot account. Yesterday, I sold around 60% of my position I bought on the 11th of April. Altcoin trading ideas every single day, guys, just to really anything you can think of. So if you want to really start to elevate your trading game, you want education, you want guidance, you want to learn from the best guys, come on the VIP group. There is a link in the description. But right now, guys, let's go back into BTC and let's see what to expect right now. So first of all, I want to show you, this was actually very, very important. And by the way, guys, the VIP, there is a link in the description with a trailer here with also our trading results. BTC right now is basically into this beautiful ascending channel. You can see the ascending channel is playing up very, very well. And the question is, what is going to be happening right now? So if you actually look very closely, you can see that BTC is into what we call a compression stage. At the compression stage, you can see that is forming basically a series of high and lows from here. You can see that it's doing this, is doing this, is doing this, and it's going to get to a point where it's going to be around Thursday, so a little bit later today, that BTC will have to decide whether it's going to go and basically break to the upside, or is going to go and dump again. Now, if you actually look very closely about the shape from here, you can clearly see that this is probably classified as what we call a diamond top pattern. And in general, a diamond top pattern is a bearish figure, bearish shape that has a 70% success rate of being right. And I say it again, 70% success rate doesn't mean it's 100%. So that's why you have to be careful that today, I think, is going to be, with all this economic data, is going to determine whether we're going to see a breakdown from this area and then confirm, of course, the diamond top pattern. Or if you're going to see good data, then we could be seeing the exact opposite. But in general, this shape tells you that there is a 70% chance that this could be a bearish scenario with a target. In general, you just calculate from here to here, bring it to this area, brings you around this area here, which is actually the bottom of a potential upward channel, and it's sitting around $98,000. So I'm really curious to see is this is going to play. And I'm going to say it again, guys. It doesn't mean that this, because it's a diamond pattern, had to happen 100%. There is a 70% success rate of this to happen. And if Bitcoin is going to go, of course, down to here, we're going to have a complete reset of the RSI, probably going down to this area. You can even see that we formed a low from this area. From this area, what we could probably be doing is, I'm going to go and cancel here. You can see quite well. The next target probably could be probably down to here, which is around $98,000 and is the previous level of support. Also, bear in mind, guys, I'm going to go from a macro point of view that we still have like a CME gap at roughly $91,000 to $92,000. It's around here. So now I know, like, all the news, Bitcoin looks extremely bullish and all of that. Be careful, okay? Be careful that we don't want to see a breakdown from this area. But what I probably will be thinking right now is, of course, if you're going to have good data, then I can see BTC to continue to go higher, potentially doing like something like that, grab more liquidity around 108, 109, and then dump after. But if we're going to be breaking from that diamond top pattern, we're going to also be closing below this 9 moving average. You can see that. Then it's going to be quite likely to go back around $98,000 to $99,000. And of course, guys, if you look at this still looks very, very bullish. And then we should be seeing another leg to the upside. So I guess we have to wait and see what's going to be happening, what Jerome Powell is going to say, and so much more. Another thing I want to show you today is the volume footprint. You can see the volume footprint coming right now, and we can see what are the big boys doing in this area. Not to mention that you can see that right now we are forming a potential, we could be forming a potential bearish divergence on the RSI, meaning that if BTC is going to go a little bit higher from here, okay, it's probably going to be a clear bearish divergence with a consequence drop later on. You can see how bearish I am, guys. I'm not bearish, but I'm probably short term a little bit cautious right now. And I've been shorting Bitcoin since $104,000. I'm going to say publicly here, I've been shorting them since 104, but I just put like one entry. I'm going to probably DCA if it's going to go up to 108, 109, because I'm expecting them a correction to come. But if you go to 140K, I'm going to get probably stopped out, and I'm actually quite happy about it. Now, as I said before, what is going to be very important? Volume footprint. Let's have a look what's happening in right now into the candles. Are actually people here? Okay. Now you can see that in the latest candles, we have lots of negative delta coming up. You can see green candles coming up. You can see that they're trying to push the price higher, but at the same time, you can see negative delta coming all over here, which in general, that's not great. Okay. I'm not saying is not bad, but at the same time, minus 293, minus 400, it's telling me, these people are actually, taking off some money, especially is into into spot as well. We can maybe try to see on Binance. We should say on Binance that Binance usually has much more information, and the situation is not any different. I mean, we had a nice positive delta on the 13th of May to try to really climb back up again, but then still negative. Yeah, I mean, you could probably be pushing a little bit more, but eventually we're going to have a more meaningful correction. So I'm staying now onto the alert side. Next one I want to have a look, guys. Ethereum. Let's have a look at ETH, our favorite ETH, very similar to what I say with Bitcoin. Let's see what is actually doing right now ETH. Again, Delta coming up as well here, minus 76,000, minus 20,000, minus 4,000, plus 125. So as I said before, that's not too bad, but it can show that could be a little bit of a sell-off, and even the market right now could be selling off in anticipation of the all these economic data which are coming today. So ETH as well. What is it going to do, ETH? I mean, again, overall, guys, situation with Ethereum looks very, very bullish. I can see that potentially what we could be forming, it's an inverted head and shoulder. Maybe it's going to have a drop down to 2,200, 2,300, forming like a nice shoulder from now until the end of May, and then it's probably going to continue higher with a target of probably 4,000, 4,200. It's going to be amazing. Let me know in the comments if you would like Ethereum to go to 4,000. That's what I could be expecting. But again, if you're going to see this like short-term consolidation, to be honest, it's going to be quite good. And you can clearly see that even right now, we are forming a potential bearish divergence on the RSI. I mean, still hasn't formed quite yet, but at the same time, you can see that we're basically bringing up we're actually going higher from here. You can see that we're basically, how do I say, keeping this channel, from this area. And what is it going to be happening when we break the channel? So again, if you break the channel from here, then I can see us to go lower and then form something like that. But again, because of this bearish divergence on the RSI, maybe we can have one more spike up like that, which means like something like that, grab all the liquidity up to this area and then push it down. But again, to me, looks like things are getting a little bit overextended. I told you already, like since yesterday, people don't believe me, but I don't know what to tell you. They think everything's gonna go to the moon, and I really hope so. I really hope so. We're gonna go to 200,000 Bitcoin, and everybody's gonna buy Lamborghinis and Rolexes and all that shit. But anyway, let's have a look as well. Crypto total market cap. Again, very similar to like I showed you before. Let's have a look as well as in the volume footprint. What's happening with our altcoins? Are we losing steam here? Are we losing steam? We can go like maybe on the daily, even on the 3-day chart. We can see a little bit better what's happening right now. I mean, still, to be honest, like you can see that we have lots of nice positive delta. Again, let's have a look on the daily to see if we can see. No, it's still like very, very good. Like you can see, like the altcoin market is still doing quite well, even though like this, you can basically understand from like these red candles, you can see that is doing quite well because on a red candle is pumping with a positive delta, which basically means that if you're going to be able to maintain, we're going to be able to stay above this nice 9 moving average, we shouldn't be a risk. But at the same time, as I told you before, there is a risk that what we could be seeing. You can see like we had a inverted head and shoulder coming from this area. We had a pump. Maybe it's gonna do like one more spike, then potentially a retest down to here, and then boom to the upside. So be very careful right now. The situation. Like I know you want to go long. I know you want your itching your hands to go long because you think it's the right way to do. But remember, be a professional trader. Try to calculate list. All of these guys is not financial advice as always. Next one I want to show you, which is making me again a little bit concerned. I told you I don't like it. Doesn't make me feel happy right now. Is the US 10-year Treasury yield. This is going to be very important today, guys, because if we're going to see, for example, initial jobless claims coming low, PPI coming higher, retail sales coming high, this thing is probably going to go higher. And the problem is it is going to continue to go higher. The Fed is not going to cut interest rates. The Fed doesn't cut interest rates. We can pump more with. No, I mean, it's not true we can't pump, but it's going to be more difficult, to pump higher. So again, if you're going to see something like that, that's not going to be good. Okay, short term won't be great. Might be just like one off, and then we're going to see the final drop. The Fed can cut interest rates, and then everybody's happy. Or as I said before, this could be also like a head and shoulder. And if you're going to get good data today, we could be seeing maybe a breakdown from here and then the market to pump. But again, I guess we had to wait and see. Now, altcoin season, Bitcoin dominance, very important as well. We are into this beautiful channel right now. We are basically testing the midline of this channel. Is BTC, if we're going to have a drop, BTC is going to go probably a little bit lower, but altcoins could be having like a sharper drop. And are we going to be seeing another pump to the upside with the Bitcoin dominance? As I said multiple times, I still believe that the Bitcoin dominance is probably going to go and top up in this area, into this region around here, and it could be going there by Bitcoin achieving a new all-time high to 120,000, 130,000, or to go down itself compared to go down itself, and then altcoins are going to correct a little bit more. So again, probably I will be thinking around 68 to 60% Bitcoin dominance, and then boom, first target here, and then next target over there. Then last one I want to show you today, very important, actually two more things. Number one, DXY, guys. DXY, as I showed you so many times, if again we're going to have good data today, the US dollar is probably going to go and have a nice rebound, but of course bad data is probably going to tell us the US dollar is probably going to go down again. So still expecting something like that, pump up to like 103, 104, and then a continuation to the downside. I'm very upset because I got so much money into US dollars, USDT, so it's going to go down. Won't be great for my portfolio. But anyway, cool. So, and the last one I want to show you today, S&P 500 doesn't want to stop, guys. We have so much room to go higher. This looks, in my opinion, probably the most beautiful looking chart I haven't seen in a while. And probably what I would be saying that we could be going higher. As I told you so many times, that's probably the scenario I would be thinking about it. So to basically go higher and finish the cycle like that with a clear bearish divergence on the RSI around maybe 6,800 to 7,000 in between August and September. But of course, it won't go up in a straight line. I mean, I hope so. I could be expecting more of a drop, especially right now that we are basically quite overextended. What is actually quite funny is that if you have a look at the daily chart doesn't look extended at all. So theoretically, S&P 500 could have even more steam to go higher, and then have another correction, and the correction could be coming around this area to retest all this EMA to then of course continue to the upside. Alrighty, guys, I think that's about it for today. So today is going to be a very big day. Let's see what our friend BTC is going to do. Is he going to go and break this diamond pattern, or you don't think it's a diamond pattern, you think it's something else? But look at now, I'll show you live like this. We are really getting closer to a compression. Look at this. You went to here, compression. It's probably going to do like that, and then we're going to see which way it's going to take. Alrighty, I really hope you're going to have a great day. Also, guys, don't forget to join our VIP. Very important. Month by month, you can subscribe and cancel anytime you want. And also our Blofin account, the best known KYC exchange, guys. Come and get this promotion, and you can trade some free money. But anyway, I hope you're going to have a great day, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. See you soon.